I've lived the small town, like simple as you call it, life. And to me, going back to that would be failure.
This week on Married at First Sight, some couples made some big progress, while others faced some huge challenges. First, things picked back up with Madison, who was still disappointed after Alan didn't come to their flag football game. Alan recounted the previous night out from his perspective, saying it felt like Madison was doing her own thing at the bar.
There was more interaction between like your friends and me and the group and everything than you and I. I didn't feel like you really wanted to be there with me, I guess. Then you disappeared, and like, I was looking around the place for you. I didn't hear that we were going. I didn't know that you were gone. Somebody was like, no, I think she left. I'm like, oh, okay.
I went to the bathroom, but then I came back and you were gone.
They smoothed things over off camera at dinner and were able to laugh it off afterward. Then, during a visit with Dr. Pia, they talked about Madison's independence, as well as what she's looking for from Alan.
What might you need in order to prioritize Alan?
Compliment me. I don't think I've gotten a compliment from you, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Not in terms of, like,
I've
my
said
looks.
you look nice, yeah. The other...
So what kind of compliment are you
I don't want to
looking
know
for?
I look nice. I want to know that I look beautiful, or that dress is really, like, pretty on you.
Okay.
Alan did drop some compliments later during a game that Dr. Pia gave them to spice things up.
Madison, you are one of the most amazing women that I've genuinely met. And I genuinely hope that we get to where we both want to be.
Oh, Alan. You know the compliments today. Look at you.
They're in me. I just think them to myself.
We just have to play this game.
Right?
Have you thought about your spouse in a sexual way?
That is an interesting one.
I would say I have.
Oh.
While Madison and Alan seem to be slowly turning up the heat, Camille and Thomas are a few steps ahead. He gave her a massage, and after a talk about intimacy, they were ready to take the plunge.
It's time to stop just playing around and see what it's all about.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say no.
They later gave Dr. Pia the exciting update.
Well, we did consummate the marriage.
Oh, cheers to that! Cheers to that! Okay.
Things were less smooth with the other couples. Carla has been wanting Juan to be more affectionate, and over lunch, she went into detail about how that's rooted in her upbringing.
There wasn't really hugging or like kissing or telling each other that we loved each other. That wasn't really a thing until we got older, and I think we all started realizing the dynamic in our family. It was just like very cold. Then I started going to therapy, and because I wanted to make a difference with myself. And then I learned to be like affectionate. That's why affection is so huge for me. As there was times I wished my mom would have hugged me and kissed me, or my dad.
Juan said that he's just not there yet, and he later talked about it more with Dr. Pia.
I don't feel the chemistry. You know, I don't feel like it's comfortable for me to hold her hand and to give her kisses and stuff like that. It just doesn't come natural to me right now.
Okay.
Maybe if I keep getting to know her, I will eventually like fall in love with the person that she is. But at the moment, you know, I'm just not, you know, and that physical attraction is not there for me.
Meanwhile, Michelle and David got the chance to meet more of each other's friends. While talking to his, Michelle admitted she's been struggling with their lifestyle differences, and they gave it to her straight.
What is most important to you?
Like happiness, like love, like family-oriented. David has like all of those.
I gotta be honest, I'm shocked that you're not like head over heels. A lot of people are full of shit. He's not.
Yeah.
During a one-on-one with Dr. Pia, Michelle shared how David's lifestyle reminds her of the small-town upbringing she left behind.
You're focusing on the superficial, money, the house. That's not what real life is about. And growing up in the home that you grew up in, I'm sure you got to see that firsthand.
Yeah.
Right?
But I wanted the superficial things.
Right. Because you thought that that would take away from what you were experiencing, or it would make life easier?
I don't think I think that. I just think like I work hard, and why can't I enjoy those things?
Who's asking you not to enjoy them?
Yeah.
Later, Dr. Pia talked to them both, and Michelle shared those same fears with David.
I've lived the small town, like simple as you call it, life. And to me, going back to that would be failure.
That right there is just eye-opening to me. So maybe our definition of simple may be a cause of problem, to be completely honest. But I mean simple I'm just talking about easygoing things and not making things difficult. But thank you for finally telling me that what you came from and what you stated from the small town to where you're at now and what you have, that takes work. And I don't want to take anything from you. I know you've worked hard. I see it.
Dr. Pia ended things with this big takeaway from Michelle.
He's not trying to change you. He doesn't want you to not have all of the things that you say that you want. And that, I think, is the biggest challenge for you, more than money, more than the house. You don't want to have someone say you need to change.
Things were also rocky with Ikechi and Emem after their tense housewarming party where he called her aggressive. Emem said that while she was out to dinner with Ikechi off camera, things got worse.
I did ask him a question like, what did he do to prepare for marriage? He raises his voice in the middle of the restaurant to the point where people around were looking, and I had to say, you know what, you're getting loud, we need to go.
During a very tense meeting with Dr. Pia, Ikechi shared that he doesn't like all of the questions that Emem asks.
Can I just enjoy the space that we have? I can't even get to know you in the space that we are. Just enjoy each other.
But wouldn't answering those questions help the two of you get to know each other?
Not in this case.
Okay, so what do you think needs to happen for things to be different?
I have no idea. I'm here to be fixed.
Okay, I know you don't think you need to be fixed, and like the passive-aggressive comments aren't gonna be helpful.
He then told Dr. Pia that Emem had tried to initiate sex, and he had said he wasn't ready and wanted to build towards that.
It feels like there are times when, like, I'm just a piece of meat in the house. Like, things that I'm not ready for, she's like, let's go. And I'm like, look, I just told you to stop. I've expressed that. And it just seems like, what you talking about? Like, it's like, well, you're my husband. And I'm like, but I don't know you.
Like you're saying she's violating your consent.
That's what I said.
Emem then shared her perspective, saying that she had gotten mixed signals.
When we entered into the bus on honeymoon, I had my hand on his leg. He placed it in his nether region. He did, not me. I didn't put him there. I didn't put my hand there. He did. That was the first initiation of any touch.
Okay.
And it was by him. So then, you know, we had our conversation. This is after we've moved in at this point. So, you know, I'm just touching him, nothing crazy. And he's like, stop. And I was like, okay, why? I just want to know why. Like, do you even want me? And the response was, well, I don't know you.
Dr. Pia then tried to get to the bottom of things.
I want to make sure that I'm getting a firm understanding of where you're coming from, because it's not cool if you're feeling uncomfortable, and it's not cool if you're saying no and she's denying your no and is continuing to advance.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just an aggression of like, she's running towards me, she's kissing me, she's grabbing me, I can't get comfortable being around you without you like doing those things. So
it's a turnoff.
It's a turnoff for me.
Okay. Is it possible that this is about having different personalities?
Oh, completely. Being from the South, I'm just not used to someone who is trying to have sex with me and I don't know them.
Dr. Pia asked if they were willing to forgive each other, and they said yes.
I know you're a good person, and I believe in your heart of hearts that you do want to be married. And I believe that I may have said and done some things to make you feel uncomfortable. Now, I did. You just told me I did.
Thank you for the reframe, because I was about to interrupt you.
You told me I did, and I'm hearing them now. I came in just being who I am, and it was too much for you, and I'm hearing that now.